Chris just got off stage. Chris, let me see that. He got the silver.
Can't wait to get home and start dieting again for Worlds. We literally leave for World in what, 10 days?
Mm-hmm.
Do we ever stop moving and traveling and going?
No.
I still go home and snuggle. Dang, look at your back.
What, does it look good?
Yeah, it looks good. So guys, it's Monday. We literally just got back from Boston today. We drove straight from San Francisco airport, stopped to get some Chipotle, and here we are at the gym because the grind doesn't stop, and I'm 12 days out from Men's Physique World Championship in New York for the WNBF. And this is the first workout back. Let's go. No time to waste.
Chris is the next Men's Physique World Champ.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay? A lot of work to do still. But one more said about my right shoulder.
This little weakling. It's my strong hand.
It's my strong hand. I couldn't do this set. I literally started laughing during the last set, thinking about this kid I trolled on Instagram.
What happened?
I told him this is the Elkins press, and he said, "That looks like the Arnold press to me, bro." And I said, "Who's Arnold?" And he said, "Oh my God, are you an idiot?" And I was like, "What? Like Arnold Palmer, the lemonade guy?"
Then he messaged me too.
And I just started thinking about it during the set.
You look pretty crazy in this lighting right now.
It almost fell.
More, more, more. Angle more. There you go, right there. That's like a money shot right there.
Alright guys, so we're obviously not at Worlds. That was the plan, but 1 week ago on a Wednesday, got terrible stomach pain, ended up at the hospital, and I may give a better recap of this later, but basically it's been 1 week since I had surgery to remove a portion of my colon and my small intestine and my appendix.
Guys, the last 24 hours were incredibly painful. But we made it.
And so here's the incision. Ended up being quite large. So they went in initially laparoscopically with a little camera here and two little small holes to get out the appendix over here. And that's when they found that the colon and ileum were twisted up. There was a blockage, and that they had to go in, and what they decided to do was cut out the piece that wasn't connected to the abdominal wall. It was missing something called mesenteric tissue, and that's the tissue that holds your intestines to the side of your abdominal wall. So it was missing it. Like, it was genetic. It had nothing to do with the diet or the contest prep or anything. Randomly, it decided to get tangled up. It's called like a volvulus or something like that. There's some different terms for it, but It created a blockage, and I had terrible pain. I started out being really bloated because I ate and the food had nowhere to go. Basically, it was just hitting that block, and the blood supply was cut off. So it was, once it got in, it was completely purple. And so they untwisted it. It wasn't dead. It didn't perforate. It didn't rupture. Thank God, because I would have been in a lot worse shape than I'm in right now.
What are you doing?
Walking,
Walking laps.
hitting laps.
So it's Monday, Veterans Day. Happy birthday, veteran. Happy birthday.
No, that's only for the Marine's birthday. That's only for the Marine's birthday. That was yesterday.
Oh, was it yesterday? I thought Veterans Day was today.
The Marine's birthday is yesterday.
Oh, why is that?
I don't know. It's just the day the Marines were founded, November 10th, 1775. The day my Marine Corps came alive.
So we just got some good news. What's the
great
news?
Going home today.
What is it?
Going home today.
What?
Going home today.
Are you excited?
Yeah, hopefully my voice comes back.
Still got a big bicep.
Thanks. I've got 2 months of no lifting to lose it, I guess.
How do you feel about that?
I'm okay with it. I've gone longer. When I had my shoulder surgery, I didn't live for 6 months. 2 months is nothing. It'll fly by.
What are you doing?
This is called Ni no Kuni. It's so beautiful. Such a beautiful game.
Who got you that?
You did.
No, I didn't get you the game.
Oh, well, I got it for myself, man.
I got you
You
the
got me the Switch.
switch. Alright, see you at home. See you at home.
See you at home.
Sit down, you know.
So I got my steps in.
Definitely. We'll take your temperature too. And just try to ease on through and take your time. Can you filming?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel, so we're just documenting my progress, you know.
Is that okay? Okay.
I'm not in it, right?
Oh, no,
No, you're
you
good.
won't.
You're out of it.
Oh, perfect. Back to normal almost. Mid-40s is like my normal
Okay.
resting. Getting the rest of these staples taken out today.
Today, so that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully this scar won't be that bad.
I think you're young. I think you'll heal up just fine. I don't think it'll be too bad.
It's funny. At what age do you think people stop seeing you young?
You do you feel like you? Well, maybe because I'm old. So everybody seems young to me. But I don't know. Even 40s is still young. You ask me.
Okay, good. I feel like 35. I'm kind of getting there.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I mean,
Enjoy it.
I normally feel really young though.
Well, you stay in shape and
Right
exercise,
now, I
and
feel kind of old.
you
Walking like I'm like 80.
That's because you going through. You're
I
you know.
Hopefully my voice comes back soon too.
Baby steps.
On my Instagram story, people are like, "Oh my God, you sound terrible." I'm like, it's just, I don't always sound like this guy has a sore throat, right? But they went ahead and they cut the piece out, took out the appendix, and then they reattached it, and then they stapled it to the side of the wall, and then stapled me up. And I was in the hospital from Wednesday night all the way to Monday night, and I had no food or water at all for 4 days, just on the IV drip. And finally, they let me have some liquids. Then they moved me to solids. Then they sent me home, and I've been recuperating. And today we're gonna get the rest of these staples removed. They took out half of them on Monday, and then put those little steri strips, and that's to help with the scarring. And then today they're gonna take out the rest of these staples, and yeah, I can't lift for 2 months. Can't really do anything. My abs, I'm not really supposed to use them at all, so just gotta rest and recover. But every day I should be feeling a little bit better, which I have been, and I'm thankful to be alive. It's terrible timing. I mean, I was literally in the best shape of my life. Ended up losing only about 4 or 5 pounds at the hospital, so that's not too bad. And I've just been eating whatever I want. I can't eat too much at one time because my stomach was so empty. And then, you know, my new bowels are starting to work. I had my first bowel movement yesterday. And I guess that's it. I guess you're up to speed now. So there's some, I'll be throwing in some clips of us at the hospital and some photos and stuff throughout this little video. But yeah, this is basically week 1 of the recovery and the comeback. And the plan moving forward is obviously get well. And then I'm going to do some pro shows in 2020, end up competing in Worlds at the end of 2020. So, yeah, I'm definitely really motivated, but just got to be patient. Patience. Still feel like it's a little swollen.
Yeah, no, it looks a little swollen still.
My stomach looks
You're
kinda
not as
soft.
bruised as you used to look.
Oh yeah, I was all purple.
Yeah, you were purple and stuff.
How did that feel?
Not great. Alright, so got the staples removed and new steri strips replaced, and I had Jessica take some pictures, and it looks like everything's gonna heal up pretty good. Can't do any activity really until 6 to 8, basically 8 weeks, they said. Can't even really do cardio until 6 weeks.
Just wanted to say hi. We always like to say hi to all our patients. Sorry to interrupt your video
Oh,
or
no,
whatever.
it's okay.
No, you're good. You're
Looks
good.
like you're healing pretty well. Obviously this redness and stuff, there's usually like a kind of a foreign body reaction while they're in place, and that goes away pretty quickly.
Yeah, I noticed because they took the half out on Monday.
Exactly.
And they're
Yeah.
like really tiny already,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
I
Looks
still
great.
feel like a little swollen.
Like a little bloated.
Yeah, like it just seems like softer than
Oh,
I would
sorry.
expected it to be.
Yeah. That is normal. Are you still having normal bowel movements and things are moving through
Started
okay?
yesterday having bowel movements.
Okay, so that'll help with some of the bloating, because a lot of this is like you'll have some air inside your belly, even though we started laparoscopic one to open. There's still going to be some air that's going to gradually kind of get absorbed by your body, and then there's also your bowels. They'll get a little distended and a little bloated because of the fact
Yeah.
that they had to deal with all that was going on in there. So as things start to move and normalize, it'll help with the bloating, and you'll also have a little bit, because as your skin's healing, it's just like if you hurt your ankle or other things, you'll get like swelling to that site. So it's kind of a few different things. The bloating usually takes about a week to kind of like a little over a week to fully subside. So now that you're having more bowel movements, I would say probably give it a few more days to a week. Right.
I feel good, like things are going well.
Perfect. Yeah, it looks like your incision's healing really well. Obviously that redness and other things will improve. Just be careful, because we typically don't take the staples out this early. We usually do it like either in 1 to 3 days, just to be safe. That's why we put these kind of extra things, because they kind of add as like some reinforcement. So just be safe in this next few days to a week to make sure that you're not putting any extra additional strain on it, so that it doesn't open up at all, because that'll not be great, especially for scar.
I'm trying not to move very much.
We want you to walk and kind of be a normal human, but not like, you know, crazy, like doing anything where you're like lifting anything or being like, you know, more active.
Is driving okay?
Driving is fine, and definitely walking is really helpful, because it's not super strenuous in your body, but it also helps everything kind of move normally. So I'd say like day-to-day activities, driving, walking, that's all fine. Yeah, no problem.